The first building on the Oklahoma Baptist University campus was the administration building, known today as Shawnee Hall. Construction began in 1910, but the facility was not completed until 1915. Funding for the building came primarily from the city of Shawnee. When OBU reopened in 1915, after the school was placed in suspended animation, the university had a brand new building in which to operate. In 1915, Shawnee Hall housed offices for faculty and staff, classrooms, the library, an auditorium which doubled as a gymnasium, and the women's dormitory. Shawnee Hall did not house male students. They lived in two privately owned off-campus homes, known as Hill Hall and Douglas Hall. Shawnee Hall did not provide enough space for women's housing, so ground was broken in 1916 for a new dorm. The new residential unit opened in 1917 and was named Montgomery Hall in honor of Dr. and Mrs. D.M. Montgomery, who provided significant financial support for the project. Through the years, the building served as a dormitory, the Fine Arts Center, the Student Center, and a location for administrative services. The original Montgomery Hall was located between Shawnee Hall and WMU Dormitory along the Oval. The building was removed in 1989 due to structural problems, and a new Montgomery Hall was constructed on University Street. In 1918, construction began on a combination men's dormitory and gymnasium. It was completed in 1919. Most of the dormitory was located on the east end of the building, now known as Owens Hall. The gymnasium was used until 1941, when a new gym was opened. The old gym was converted to the Britton Library and Arts Center in 1946, and in 1976 became a part of the Mabee Learning Center. From 1919 until 1928, campus facilities consisted of three buildings: Shawnee Hall, Montgomery Hall, and the combination Gym Men's Dormitory. In 1928, WMU Memorial Dormitory was opened, and it housed the majority of women's students. The building was a project of the Oklahoma Women's Missionary Union, which raised the money to fund the construction. When opened, WMU Memorial Dorm housed rooms for 200 women students, the university dining hall, parlors and assembly rooms, a recreation room, an infirmary, and a swimming pool. The dorm has a special place in OBU history because of the efforts of Oklahoma Baptist women to provide a large and beautiful facility for OBU women students. Due to the challenges of the Great Depression in the late 1920s and through the 1930s, it would be nearly 10 years before another building would be constructed on Bison Hill. This has been an OBU Centennial Moment.